Ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for this evening's final Division I semifinal game. For the Regents of Madison West, at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 45, Gus Doyle. For the Huskies of Eau Claire North, at forward, a 6' junior, number 42, Mr. Harshman. For West, a 6'4" junior, number 41, Alec Mosier. For North, a 6'3" junior, number 44, Dave Korneschek. In the middle, for West, a 6'6" senior, number 55, Myron Adams. For North, a 6'8" senior, number 54, Brian Schweckel. The guard, for Madison West, a 5'11" senior, number 23, Alex Thompson. For Eau Claire North, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Nate Sherman. For Madison West, a 6'2" senior, number 31, Mike Damon. For Eau Claire North, a 6' senior, number 32, Dan Drippler. The Madison West Regents are coached by Roger Wiebe. The Eau Claire North Huskies are coached by Pat Hammond. The officials assigned by the WIAA this evening are from Mosinee, Robert Coy and Norman Knopf Jr.
All right, we're ready. Milwaukee King 47, Oshkosh North 45. The King Generals will defend their title in the championship game tomorrow night. And the winner of this game will face King tomorrow evening in Division I. Anything to look for right off the bat, Eli?
Well, I think one of the things to look for right away would be can Eau Claire North contain Madison West on defense the way that they did Arrowhead last night. Eau Claire North features a strong defense. They've had held teams under 50 points 18 times, and last night was the 19th time during the season they've limited teams to 50 points or less. And Madison West is a high-scoring team. They could put a lot of points on the board, and they've gone over 80 several times. That'll be a factor in this game.
Eau Claire North will wear the white uniforms. They're the first team alphabetically. Madison West in the blue with the yellow lettering. Jumping center, Myron Adams and Brian Schweckel. We're underway. And Gus Doyle gets the tip for the Regents.
Here we see Eau Claire North playing a man-to-man.
Compton was looking for Doyle, knocked out of bounds by Dave Korneschek. Pat Hammond in his 9th year coaching the Eau Claire North Huskies.
Compton to trigger the inbounds pass.
Dahmen missed it, but Adams with a follow miss. Doyle can't get it either. Doyle again. And a foul.
And right away, Madison West showing strong offensive board work.
The foul is on number 54, Brian Schweckel, his first, team's first.
Dahmen put up kind of an off-balance shot to open the game, but West strong on the glass.
You saw Roger Wiebe, his 3rd year as head coach of Madison West.
Here's Compton back to the corner.
Compton tries a 3, it's short, and Schweckel whips it down for Eau Claire North. No score, 30 seconds into the game. Sherman to Harshman.
Madison West, man-to-man defense, trying to deny inside.
Schweckel with a drive and a score.
Adams came out hard on Schweckel and was going to challenge him out near the top of the circle, and Schweckel, a 6'8" kid, just put the ball on the floor, took it in for a layup.
Our first 2 points of the game, we've played nearly a minute.
And Eau Claire North in that 1-3-1 half-court trap. Usually when they score, they go to the 1-3-1 trap.
Alec Moser's shot is short. Dave Korneschek rebound for the Huskies.
Korneschek up high on that one.
That's Dan Tripler with the ball. To Schweckel. 6 feet, 8 inches tall.
And Eau Claire North running motion offense, screening away, trying to post up down low.
Harshman to Kornezchek. He's trapped, but gets it out to Sherman. The Huskies very patient early.
And early in the game, oftentimes they'll look inside.
Tripler gets Dauman in the air and missed the shot. Adams can't control the rebound, but Gus Doyle runs it down for the Regents. Still 2-0, 6:09 left, first quarter.
Now Eau Claire North, man-to-man.
Compton around Harshman. Finds Gus Doyle. Block, foul. Dave Kornezchek.
And if someone is open underneath, Compton finds him. He has a way of hanging in the air. He finds that open man.
First foul on Kornezchek. Second foul on Eau Claire North.
And here we see the fouls. Nice pass inside.
Gus Doyle last night, 6 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 16 points. A big game for Gus Doyle, who averages 8.8 points a game. Missed that free throw. His first miss of the tournament. An honorable mention, Big 8 conference performer.
Now you see him bending his knees, setting a little bit more. It's a little more loft on that shot and hits it. Picked up his concentration on that second one.
A little bit. 2-1 North. That's Nate Sherman with the ball.
Started by Compton.
Schweckel with a move on Adams. Overlays and Mosier rebounds for the Regents. And Harshman picks up Compton right after the midcourt line. Dauman with a move around Sherman. Too hot. Gus Doyle, rebound, block. Doyle again.
Schweckel with a nice block, and Doyle went right back up with the ball.
A quote from Gus Doyle after last night's game. Now we're on a mission. And boy, he's on a mission tonight as he's working hard inside early with great success. Adams knocks it away from Schweckel. And then Adams hits the floor. He's okay. 5:05 left first quarter. Compton pulls up. Nothing. Mosier. Rebound Adams. Doyle has it now, and I think he traveled. Yes.
Doyle was a little off balance as he recovered that ball off the floor and got called for traveling. You see the two coaches actively involved in the game.
Number 34, Benji Brendan in for Eau Claire North. Two very different personalities in the coaches tonight. Roger Wiebe kind of waits for the next bus to come, and Pat Hammond reaches out and grabs the life as hard as he can. But both styles work very effectively, obviously, as they're in the state semifinals.
And Jay, in coaching, it's whatever style seems to fit you.
That's right. Harshman. Compton. Nice pass to Doyle, who traveled. Well, Gus was wide open on a great pass from Compton, and he didn't realize how open he was.
Compton threads the needle with those assist passes. He just has the ball right through there, and as you said, Doyle just didn't realize that there was no one else there.
Gus Doyle shoots 68% from the field. Schweckel drops it back out to Sherman. Brendan looking for Schweckel, throws it away.
And again, Eau Claire North trying to pound the ball inside. One pass denied, and the other pass thrown out of bounds.
2 turnovers on the Eau Claire North Huskies. Dauman is open in the corner for 3. Nothing but air. And Mr. Harshman rebounds off the floor for Eau Claire North. Here come the Huskies. 3:30 left first quarter.
With the score 4-3 after 5.5 minutes, you see the players kind of pumped up out there.
And Myron Adams called for that foul.
Usually Adams goes hard about the first 4 minutes, and then McDaniel comes in.
That's number 10, Tony White, in for Eau Claire North. And here comes Adam McDaniel for Myron Adams. Also in for Madison West, number 21, Brian Weber, 6'1" junior. He'll get Alec Mosier. North with the ball and a 1-point lead.
West man-to-man, trying to deny inside.
Tripler misses. Gus Doyle rebounds. Compton, guarded by White. And it's rebounded to Benji Brendan. And the Huskies come back, still 4-3. We've been stuck on that for a little bit. Inside to Schleckel. No!
Schleckel a little off balance on that shot, misfired. Defense is the key in the early going.
Dahman, foul. That's on number 24, Nate Sherman. His first. And before the shot, no free throws. Mr. Harshman, number 42, back in for North. He'll replace Benji Brendan. And with 2:36 left in the first quarter, a timeout. We'll return to the UW Fieldhouse after these messages from our statewide sponsors, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and Cenex Land O'Lakes. This is your WIAA network station.
Hey, you know what would go really good with this? A brownie.
Ah, the virtues of milk.
Maybe you can catch the truck before it leaves.
Milk helps supply thiamine for your sense of balance.
Sorry.
Carbohydrate for stamina. It's pleasantly slim on calories.
Wait.
And milk has calcium
You got any brownies?
for a happy smile.
And another milk.
Milk,
Okay, back to work.
it does a body good.
Biodegradability, oxygenated fuels, sustainable agriculture. Since the environment's become a priority, a lot of new words have cropped up. But at Cenex Land O'Lakes, the environment has always been important. And now we're taking action in every area: feed, seed, petroleum, and agronomy. So when you hear all the new environmental words, remember a couple that have been around a while: Cenex and Land O'Lakes.
It has not been pretty, but with 2:36 remaining in the first quarter, Eau Claire North has the lead. Last night, Madison West shot 60% from the field, but not tonight.
And Eau Claire North shot 50% last night. So we expect these two teams to heat up as the game goes on.
Madison West will inbound the ball under its own basket. They get it to Dahman, who finds McDaniel. He misses. And that's a foul on 34, Benji Brendan.
And Doyle right there on the rebound.
So West now 1 for 12 shooting.
Here's the pass. McDaniel lost the handle a little bit on that, and Doyle was right there on the rebound. Drew the foul.
Again, West inbounds under its own basket.
I'd like to get it right back to Compton in the corner. North in that 1-3-1 defense.
Compton finds Dahman. He goes along the baseline, and he's bothered by White, who knocks it out of bounds.
White, their baseline man.
Roger Wiebe shouts 4. And he being the West golf coach, that makes a lot of sense, I guess. They try an alley-oop. McDaniel couldn't stay in bounds, and here comes North. 4-3 at the 2-minute mark. Harshman. Gus Doyle again with a board.
North man-to-man, putting some pressure on Compton.
Here's Dahman inside to Doyle.
Dahman with a nice feed inside.
Doyle with 5 points. All 5 points. For Madison West, that is. Back inside for Schweckel. That's a foul on Adem McDaniel. His first. Team's second foul with 1:17 left first quarter.
North ran a couple nice cuts through the defense and then brought Schweckel up. And he was fouled as he tried to catch that pass.
Here comes Dan Tripler back in for the Huskies, replacing Nate Sherman. And another new player in for the Huskies as Dave Kornezchek comes back in. He'll get Brian Schweckel, who gets a rest in the final minute of the period.
And Tripler, a key player last night with 8 out of 13 from the floor. 2 threes, had 18 points.
Tony White inbounds. That is knocked loose by Brian Weber and controlled by McDaniel. Compton to Dahman. 3-point attempt. Rebound goes to Benji Brendan. Final minute of the period.
West staying in that man-to-man defense.
And North calling for one shot. They may hold it.
And that's been kind of typical in the tournament, Jay. Anytime around a minute, teams are using that last minute. They're showing they can control the ball and get the last shot of the quarter. We saw that with a Frank Secker in the first game. Not many folks do it better than that.
No, I would say not. Harshman to Tripler. 5-4, Madison West leading in a very low-scoring first quarter. Now Harshman goes to Kornezchek, and that's stolen away nicely by Brian Weber. Now here comes West in the final 10 seconds. They get it to Compton. Pulls up, three-pointer, good! And that's the end of the first quarter. West by 4. We'll return after these messages from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
RCU offers us something other kinds of financial institutions can't. Ownership. You see, all customers are members, and all members are owners. We share the profits by getting better terms on loans, checking, and investments, plus all the innovative services, convenient locations, and great hours, like on Sundays and evenings. To be a member owner like us, you just have to live or work in Eau Claire, Chippewa, or Trempealeau County. To start sharing in the profits, stop in any one of our convenient offices today.
The Eau Claire North Huskies. It's been a great season for the team, and their fine athletic talents earn them a trip to the Big Barn in Madison. The following Eau Claire businesses would like to congratulate the Eau Claire North Huskies on a job well done. Dr. Douglas Terpstra, orthodontist, who says, brace yourself for a victory. And S.A. Anderson Roofing. The North High Huskies and Anderson Roofing, both at the top of their game. Congratulations again to the Eau Claire North Huskies on a fine season.
Eau Claire North wanted to control Alex Compton tonight, and they did a good job until the final seconds of the first quarter.
In Compton, here you can see as time winds down, just as we talked about Frank Secker for Oshkosh North, Compton drills that long three.
But the player of the quarter for West was Gus Doyle, 5 points and 6 rebounds for the 6'4" junior. So we start the second quarter, 8-4, Madison West. They go right inside to Schweckel, knocked out of bounds. Brian Weber with another nice defensive play.
Adams fronting Schweckel, and they throw the lob pass, just tipped out of bounds. Some help side on defense.
The 77th Annual Boys State Basketball Championships brought to you statewide by Cenex Land O'Lakes and your local Cenex Land O'Lakes Cooperative. White to Schweckel, back outside to Sherman. 3.
That time the 2-3 zone on the baseline out of bounds, and it left somebody wide open at the top of the key.
And North really moved the ball well that time. 8-7, Madison West.
Here's the 1-3-1 trapping defense.
Adams
just goes right up over the top of Schweckel for that one.
Also into the Madison West lineup, Brian Vandervest. He wears number 35 tonight. 7:10 left second quarter. Inside to Schweckel. Oh, and he lost it out of bounds. Turnover number 5 on the Huskies.
And when they don't score, they usually pick up man-to-man. This time, but the ball out of bounds on the baseline. They go back to that 1-3-1 half-court trap.
Mosier picked up the dribble but found Vandervest, and now it's in Compton's hands. Nice pass to Adams.
And Adams can make a living on that. All he has to do is get open underneath because Compton will get him the ball.
4 points for Myron Adams. Biggest lead of the game for West, 5. And a foul. First quarter statistics, a very cold shooting quarter for both teams.
Eau Claire North, 29%. Madison West, 3 out of 15, 20%. Rebounds, 10-6, Madison West.
Now 6.5 left, second quarter. Nice backdoor. Sherman looking for Schweckel, but he couldn't handle it.
Sherman maybe had the shot, but he was intimidated by Adams.
Weber. Long. Schweckel, rebound. Yeah, they ran the play very well, but just couldn't convert it.
That was that backdoor guard cut.
Sherman, Schweckel at the high post now. Sherman again driving, drops it to Schweckel. Foul on 35, I believe. That's Brian Vandervest.
Looks like it may be on 55.
55, you're right. Myron Adams, his second. Fourth team foul on Madison West. Eau Claire North also with 4 team fouls. Back in for Madison West, number 55, Adem McDaniel. He gets Adams with those 2 fouls. Dave Korneschek returns to the Eau Claire North lineup.
And West having the luxury of taking out 1-6-6 center and putting in another one.
Inbound to Tripler. That's number 10, Tony White. And can Schumann save it? Yes, he does. To Korneschek. Nice hustle. Now White tries to drive, and they call a foul away from the ball. Is it on Schweckel? Yes. 54, Brian Schweckel, his second. More substitutes. 34, Benji Brendan for North. Dahmen and Doyle return to the Madison West lineup.
And Madison West, as they did last night, resting their players and kind of playing it for the full game or maybe 3 games.
Gus Doyle pulls up short, and Doyle commits the foul.
Doyle tried to follow the shot.
First foul on Gus Doyle as he followed the shot.
Here we talked about Doyle's shooting percentage. He doesn't miss many, and now when he misses one, he tried to follow it in and he drew the foul.
Right over the back of Dave Korneschek.
Korneschek with good position.
Yeah.
Here's a set play.
And Tripler hits the 3.
Double screen down. He came off that screen, hit a wide open 3.
The Regent lead is down to 2 with 5:10 left in the second quarter. Now they step up the pressure, but Mosier has an open shot.
Mosier right in the middle, found the seam, was open, pulled up and hit that soft jumper.
Alec Mosier has 2 points. The West lead back to 4.
Mosier averages 8 points a game.
He only had 2 last night. White. Beauty.
White with a soft jumper in the lane. Nice body control on that.
White is probably the fastest player on the North team.
They got him in the middle of that 1-3-1 zone, and then from the middle he covers the corner.
Compton 3, no. Brendan rebounds for North. The Huskies can tie with a basket, or they can take the lead if that goes in. But Mosier rebounds for Regents, and here comes Dahmen. 4-on-2, pulls up for 3, got it!
That's a case, Jay, where you feel that one. He'd missed a couple wide open shots, but he wanted that one.
That was a long one from Mike Dahmen. Dahmen led West with 18 points last night as he hit 3 of 5 from 3-point range. We're past the midway point of the second quarter now.
North patient on offense. It's a wide open shot.
Tripler's shot bounces over the top of the backboard, and that goes to Madison West out of bounds. Well, let's see if the field goal shooting's a little bit better. Yeah, I'd say so. It was 29% for Eau Claire North, 20% for Madison West in the first quarter, but that's much improved.
Now West 4 out of 7, North 3 out of 5.
Compton, Mosier, McDaniel. That pass too wide and it goes out of bounds.
That was due to the aggressive defense. You know, you talk about turnovers and maybe you talk about low-scoring games, but the thing you have to really look at is the defense. West with 7 turnovers.
Tony White gives it to Benji Brendan. Now Brendan gets it back. He'll drive the lane, dishes off nicely. That is Kornezchek, and it's a foul on McDaniel. Well, check it. Mosier gets the foul. Mosier is first.
Here we see the pump fake, and number 41, Mosier, reaching over the top.
Mosier's first. Madison West now has 6 team fouls. But Kornezchek will go to the line to shoot 2.
And for West, with Adams and McDaniel out, we'll look for Mosier to move to the center spot.
Kornezchek, a 33% free throw shooter on the year. He missed the first.
Well, and with the amount that kids practice today, it's kind of hard to believe.
He is 3 for 11 free throw shooting for this tournament in 2 nights. Now Compton pushes it up against White.
And White's a quick defensive player.
And that one's knocked out by the quick hands of Harshman. Matt Hammond has his little lucky charm, a little leprechaun shamrock, you call it. Yeah, he's got a leprechaun. Sure. Harshman with a steal for North. Turnover number 5 on West. 2:40 left in the half. Harshman gets it back to Brendan. And stolen. Compton, one-on-one with Tony White. Behind the back. What a play by Compton.
Compton made most of the moves on that drive.
5 points for Compton. West with its biggest lead at 7. Tripler to Brendan. He'll try it. Miss. Tripler rebounds over Dahman. No. Mosier gets the board to Weber. 2 minutes left.
Madison West running 5-man motion on offense.
Doyle on the post. Mosier keeps it alive, gets it back, and scores.
Mosier tough on the offensive boards. And with Schweckel out of the game right now, West is hitting the boards hard.
4 points for Alec Mosier. 21-12 Madison West. White, lane, nice pass to Harshman.
White with a penetrating dribble. Dished it off for the open 5-footer.
Boy, White and Compton are always looking for someone to drop it off to. And that can result in some easy baskets. That'll get that shooting percentage up. Final minute now, second quarter, rather.
And as we hit that final minute, Coach Roger Wiebe is calling for 1 shot.
You coaches steal things from other coaches? That's what's going on
Well,
here?
there are a lot of coaches here right now, Jay, and if you saw that as a trend next year,
yeah,
in the last minute playing for the last shot, you'd say some of that maybe was picked up in the field house.
Got to keep up with the Joneses. 21-14, Madison West. The lead and the ball for the Regents. Boy, Compton and Dahman are such a good guard combination for West. They've done so many nice things here.
North staying in that 1-3-1 zone. As the clock winds down to 10 seconds, we see the ball in Compton's hands.
He ended the first quarter with a 3. Now maybe it's Dahman's turn. Nope, it's Compton's turn for 3. Short. Rebound to Kornezchek. He'll let it fly, but it'll be way short. And that's the end of the first half. More state tournament action after these messages from our statewide sponsors, Rural Insurance Companies and Menards. This is your WIAA network station.
Good driving is a habit. You can learn good driving habits or bad driving habits. You can be a good driver or a bad driver. You decide. Who pays for bad drivers?
Keep both hands on the wheel.
Good habits have their rewards.
Beautify your bath with remodeling ideas from Menards. Tub surround kits by Design House are on sale now. They're easy to install and easy to clean. This white trio tub surround is just $29.99 and adds style with a mirrored medicine cabinet by Nautilus. Choose from traditional and contemporary styles on sale now, starting at just $9.99. Remember Menards for all your bath remodeling projects.
Save big money at Menards.
Jay Wilson and Eli Krogan with you. 21-14. Not a lot of points in the first half, Eli. That attributed to the good defense?
Well, I think it is. Both Madison West and Eau Claire North play good defense. And we said North 18, 19 times have held teams under 50 points, so they like that tempo and they like a low-scoring game. And Madison West has shown they've held North to 14 points. They can play good, solid defense, too. And as you said at the beginning of the show, Jay, rebounding, a big part of the game.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, well, we'll be back with you in just a little bit, But we'll go now to Jim Sosha. Up a little bit in that second quarter. Maybe that means the offenses will start to go a little bit, too.
Well, I think they did.
As we look at the first half highlights, Eau Claire North off to a good start as Nate Sherman hits from the outside. But Myron Adams was a key figure inside early, but then he got into foul trouble.
There we see Adams with the ball and a nice move to the glass.
And then Compton finds Adams inside for another easy basket.
Compton has a way of penetrating the lane, going up in the air, hanging, and then hitting the open man, Adams, underneath.
We're going to see the other three-point basket by Eau Claire North in the first half now as Dan Tripler hits.
Tripler had 18 last night with 2 threes.
And now Mike Dahman on a 4-on-2. He says, I'm taking it myself.
This is the one that he felt. He just wants this one. Pulled up and drilled it for 3.
And there haven't been many points, but Alex Compton leading the way with 5 for Madison West. Boy, he gets that hair flopping and the arms flopping. He's really something.
Compton has great balance. He penetrates the lane. Shooting percentages picked up to 40 and 35 with Eau Claire North having the 40%. Rebounds, 14-10, Madison West.
And with so few points, the leading scorers don't have many either. Doyle scored all 5 of his in the first quarter. The 77th annual Boys State Championships will now continue after these messages from our statewide sponsors, Marshfield Clinic and the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. This is your WIAA network station.
With the addition of the Lawton Center for Research and Education to the clinic, the opportunities for types of research projects, our ability to compete for outside funding for grants has improved dramatically. There are many treatments that we have in medicine and many diagnostic tests that need to be improved. And there is no way that we'll be able to improve those treatments and tests without research.
Milk is sure helping me get stronger. Back when I started high school, guys pushed me around just because I was smaller. But I was working out, drinking milk, developing my muscles. By senior year, milk had made a difference.
Pardon me, guys.
I love this part.
Pardon me, guys.
So as you can see, it pays to be big on milk. Milk. It does a body good.
Well, you can't win games unless you score enough points, and Eau Claire North has to turn up the offense a little bit. Eli, how might they do that?
Well, as much as you like defense and as much as you teach defense, the name of the game is still basketball, and you need to put the ball in the basket and be able to put some points on the board. And Eau Claire North, as this second half starts, is in a position that they need to make some adjustments and get into situations where they can put some points on the board. And I'm sure that's what Pat Hammond addressed at halftime.
And you'd think a low-scoring game would favor Eau Claire North, but 14 for them is a little bit too low. First shot of the half is missed, and here come the Huskies. They're down 7. They find Kornezchek, who gets it to Harshman. 32 is Dan Tripler. 24, Nate Sherman now has it.
I would expect them to try and push that ball inside if they can and get it inside, get it in the paint, and try and score from there.
Oh, but Schweckel missed the shot. He, of course, playing with 2 fouls.
And that, again, good strategy, getting the ball inside.
Compton pulls up. He just jumps so quick and gets the shot off so quickly, you can't do much about it.
He makes it look easy, Jay.
Yeah. WIAA State Tournament action brought to you statewide by Marshfield Clinic, a national leader in medical care, research, and education.
And again, they take the ball inside to Schweckel, reverse it back to the other side.
There it is, wide open. Sherman with a miss. Rebound to Kornezchek. Still loose. Kornezchek again. Score.
Kornezchek had to get a second effort on that one. They worked hard, but it was a big basket. They really needed that one.
Well, we said it all the first half. Rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. And that time, North with a couple of offensive rebounds. 6:40 left, third quarter, 23-16, Madison West.
West running motion offense, setting picks away from the ball, and then looking inside to Adams.
Myron Adams over Schweckel. Adams with 6 points. He, too, playing with 2 fouls.
Last night, Tripler was a key player for Eau Claire North. We may look for something from him.
Tripler had 8 points on 8 of 13 shooting from the field. Oh, check that. He'd have 16 points then, wouldn't he?
2 threes, Jay.
2 or 3s.
You're right.
But then he wouldn't have made 8 shots from the field either, would he?
16, 17, 18.
Schweckel miss. Mosier has it. Here come the Regents. Dahmen is ahead. He'll lay it in.
And another assist for Compton. And maybe a timeout, Eau Claire North.
Biggest lead.
27-16.
The Regents jump out quickly in the third quarter. We'll return to the fieldhouse for more state tournament action after a word from our statewide sponsors, Rural Insurance Companies and Cenex Land O'Lakes. This is your WIAA network station.
Want to maximize milk production, reproductive efficiency, and profits? Now there's a lactation feeding program to help you do just that. MaxiPro 305. It's based on rumen-available protein and rumen-available carbohydrate for optimal rumen functions. It also incorporates a new patented high-bypass protein ingredient, SurePro. The MaxiPro 305 lactation feeding program. Only at your local Land O'Lakes or Cenex cooperative.
After the games, there are 2 more significant trophies to be presented. The WIAA Boys and Girls Sportsmanship Awards, sponsored by the Rural Insurance Companies. Presented to the schools which demonstrate the best spirit of fellowship and good conduct, these awards recognize the true spirit of the games. The Rural Insurance Companies support these high ideals and are proud to sponsor these trophies because they truly believe it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Here's why you want to get rebounds, because it can ignite the fast break. Here's one for Madison West.
Well, it can, and here Mosier kicks that ball out to Compton. And if anyone's open, Compton finds him.
That was Mike Dahmen converting. We finally straightened out Dan Tripler's night from last night. He had 18 points on 8 of 13 from the field.
And it was shown as an 8, but it should have been 18.
You saw the inside points. Madison West winning the battle inside as Adams and Doyle have done most of the damage. Here's Schweckel over Adams.
And for Eau Claire North to be successful, they need to get the ball in the paint and have Schweckel put some points on the board.
Schweckel has 4. 27-18, Madison West. Dahmen keeps it, misses it. And Tripler rebounds for North. Here come the Huskies. Mr. Harshman. short. Mosier rebounds. Here come the Regents. Compton, he'll pull up. No, he'll get it to Dahman. Three-point attempt. Tip by Adams.
Tipped in by Adams. What a tip.
Wow.
Adams and Schweckel were up there, and Adams tapped it in.
Four and a half minutes left, third quarter. Schweckel inside again. This time he kicks it back out to Sherman. Back to Schweckel over Adams. Good.
And Eau Claire North, as we said, needed to take the ball inside and score, and they are.
Schweckel with 6. Dahman in the corner. He's double teamed, but he finds Gus Doyle, who scores.
Dahman with a nice pass.
Now the pace of the game quickens a bit as Madison West jumps out to an 11-point lead at the 4-minute mark.
Madison West in a man-to-man defense.
Tripler to Kornezchek. He had Schweckel on the inside of Adams for just a moment. Now Adams fronting Schweckel.
Eau Claire North needs to get Tripler into the flow of the game.
He tries a three. Schweckel rebounds. Missed. Again, Schweckel scores.
Second effort. Missed it the first time, right back up.
Schweckel's coming alive in the third quarter, isn't he? And as Compton tries to drive, it's a foul on Dave Kornezchek, his second. First team foul on Eau Claire North in the half.
Kornezchek reached for the ball on the side, and Compton is that quick that he's right by you.
Couple of substitutions for Eau Claire North. Number 10 is Tony White. Number 34 is Benji Brendan. The winner of this game will play Milwaukee King for the Division I championship tomorrow night, as King beat Oshkosh North 47-45 earlier. Gus Doyle. He traveled.
He caught that pass and found himself again kind of open, and then hesitated just a little bit as he took the ball into the lane.
.310 left, third quarter.
Here's that set play where they double screen down.
Tripler, lean in, short. Brendan rebounds. Oh, Compton with a beautiful steal. He'll get it to Dahman.
Compton got up in the passing lane and got the steal, and then created the assist to Dahman.
7 points for Mike Dahman, and give a big assist to Alex Compton again. Sherman to Schweckel. Low underlays and a foul on the rebound.
Schweckel in his haste to lay that ball in missed the shot but got the rebound.
Boy, look at the beautiful feed inside.
Nice bounce pass on the baseline. Here he misses the shot. Gets the rebound and is fouled.
Adem McDaniel, 53, back in for Madison West. Brian Weber also returns for the Regents.
And that's where Adams goes 4 or 5 minutes hard, and then McDaniel comes in.
Mr. Harshman, number 42, back in for Eau Claire North. He gets Dan Triplett. Schweckel putting a nice third quarter together. A 66% free throw shooter, Brian Schweckel, 6'8", 245 pounds.
Schweckel last night was 6 for 6 from the line. Shows a nice touch for a big man at the line.
Now 8 for 8 in the tournament. 33-24, Madison West.
Double team on Compton, and he gets the pass out of there.
Gus Doyle gets it to Compton. He'll pull up for a three. No! McDaniel with a rebound. Knocks it to Dahman. He'll take a two. Miss. Harshman. Foul over the back. Gus Doyle. Third foul on Gus Doyle.
And Mosier comes in to give Doyle a break.
Second team foul on Madison West. Eau Claire North with only one team foul with 2:09 remaining in the third quarter. Tony White has it. He's looking for Schweckel, but he's fronted by McDaniel. That time, McDaniel knocked away the entering pass to Schweckel.
Double team on Compton to make him give it up.
Weber back out to Compton. Minute 45 left. And a foul. Harshman.
Again, Compton hard to cover one-on-one.
His first. Roger Wiebe checking out the new scoreboard at the field house. Dave Kornezchek returns for Eau Claire North to give Brian Schweckel a rest. Schweckel has played with 2 fouls the entire third quarter.
Well, and we saw in the first half, they miss Schweckel when he's out of there.
Okay, we'll see what the Regions can do about that. McDaniel, right away, short. Dahman with a rebound. No. Back out to Weber. Compton. That's a 2-point attempt. Good. He had 1 foot on the line.
You called it, Jay, and the official had that call, too. You can see the West bench wanted 3, but Jay had the call for 2.
35-24. Tony White against Compton. Final minute, third quarter.
Compton with defensive intensity right there.
White to Harshman. He'll pull up. Short. Weber rebound. Madison West. They get it to Compton. They're going to pull it out if they can, but Compton keeps it going. McDaniel now will get it to Weber, and now I think they're going to pull it out. Ooh, and White almost with a steal. Mike Dahman has a shoe untied. He's tying it right now on the far side of your screen. You can't quite see him. Now the shoe is tied for Dahman, and the Regions are back at full strength after a short-handed situation.
Winding the clock down. Double team.
Steal by Sherman. He'll go all the way.
Big play at the end of the quarter.
But now West still has time on the clock. Weber has it. You see the time. Dahman. Short. McDaniel has it stripped by Harshman, and that'll end the third quarter. Madison West still in control. We'll return after these messages from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
When it comes to sports, the youth in our area have shown they can do it all. Market and Johnson would like to take this time to show their support for our area's youth in sports. They salute the success of the individuals that have made each team a winning organization. Both the wins and losses serve as educational experiences in life for our young athletes. Market and Johnson urge you to do your part and support our area's youth in sports.
First Federal Bank will always be here for you. First Federal Bank, here to help your plans and dreams come true. Right now is the best time to save, for the future starts today. First Federal Bank of Eau Claire, where tomorrow begins. First Federal Bank.
Eau Claire North put 12 points on the board in the third quarter after scoring 14 in the entire first half, but the Huskies still have to find a little more offense to get back in this game.
Well, where they put 12 on the board, Madison West put 14 and increased their lead by 2, so we have an 11-point game.
Okay, 35-26, Madison West as we start the final 8 minutes. Division I semifinals. Inside for Schweckel, Adams knocks in the entry pass.
Adams in good denial position, knocked the ball away.
And it goes to Compton. White fell down. Dahman open, doesn't take it. Adams, lane, whistle. 3-second violation, Madison West.
Adams very active at both ends of the floor.
Third quarter stats.
Eau Claire North, 5 out of 14, 36%. Madison West, 47%.
And the Region's still winning the battle of the rebounds, 22-19. Sherman to Benji Brendan, who's now trying to get it inside to Schweckel. They find White. That's a three-point attempt. It's short. And North knocked it out. Madison West gets it.
Madison West, a team that has featured a high-powered offense, and they're showing that they can play defense just as well.
And North doesn't take many three-point attempts. About the only two guys that'll put it up from there, Tripler and Sherman. And a foul, Alex Compton. His first.
Eau Claire North in a position where with 7 minutes to go and they have 26 points, they need to turn up the tempo on offense.
At the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Tripler. No. Adams with a rebound. And he overthrows Mosier. Tripler gets it back. Tripler tries three. Short. Rebound, Gus Doyle. Yeah, that would have been a big one to hit.
Right.
Would have got him within 6.
To come back with a basket right there.
Now Compton working. Pull up. No. White rebound. Mosier tripped him up, and Mosier gets the foul. His second. Nope, they give it to Adams.
Mosier went down on the side, and Adams came from behind, tried to make the steal.
There you go.
And drew the foul.
That's Adams' third personal foul.
Madison West looking for a timeout.
And with 6:26 remaining, a timeout. Our state tournament coverage continues after these messages from our statewide sponsors, Marshfield Clinic and Menards. This is your WIAA network station.
Right now, save on storm doors and more at Menards. Larson Storm and Screen Doors are on sale. Larson doors are built with a solid wood core for extra strength, starting at just $88. And save on storm and screen door hardware from Wright Products. Choose from locks, closers, latches, and more. Now 20% off our everyday low prices. Make Menards your storm door headquarters.
Save big money at Menards.
But you don't find us immediately going off and buying a $5 million piece of equipment just because the manufacturer says, I've got this piece of equipment that might have clinical usefulness. Well, we have a task group study that in depth before we make a commitment to make sure that what we're recommending to patients and what we're buying technology to enhance their care. And the patient has always been and always will be number one in our system.
The North Huskies have had some chances to cut into that lead a little farther, but they just can't get the ball to go into the basket.
Well, they've missed that outside shot. Had a couple good opportunities. Here we see Coach Roger Wiebe, and he's still very, very concerned.
Chatting with his assistant, Tim Goldsworthy. And the Eau Claire North crowd is getting noisy, trying to get their team back in it. Nobody's hit a bucket in this quarter. Schweckel overlays. White rebounds. Compton strips it loose, but Sherman has it. Sherman pulls up. Sherman hits.
Sherman just hit a big basket for Eau Claire. They needed that.
7 points for Nate Sherman.
Puts them back into their 1-3-1 half-court trap.
Gus Doyle with it. He's double teamed. Finds Compton. Compton pulls up, finds Mosier.
Mosier answers with a short jumper.
He's hit a couple of jumpers tonight. Mosier with 6. Tripler inside for Schweckel. Myron Adams with his 4th personal foul. And you know that means Adem McDaniel's coming in.
Well, Adams works hard to deny the ball in the post. You can see as Schweckel, a 6'8" kid, posts up inside. Here's Adams coming around trying to strip him of the basketball and draws the foul.
With 5:33 left in the fourth quarter, Myron Adams sits with 4 personal fouls. Into the Eau Claire North lineup, Benji Brendan, number 34. WIAA State Tournament action is brought to you statewide by Menards, helping families build America's heartland. for 32 years. Inbound.
Here's a nice inbounds play.
Foul McDaniel, I should say. McDaniel's second.
Here we see on the inbounds a screen, and Schweckel comes right off that screen by number 34, and he goes up hard for the shot. McDaniel fouls him.
Now here's Schweckel, who's hit all 8 free throws in this tournament that he has attempted.
And he put that ball up on the right side of the rim, and it just rolled off with a nice soft touch.
Harshman replaces Tripler for Eau Claire North. So Schweckel will look for his 11th point once again. No, but Sherman fights for the rebound. The ball hit the line, I believe, and it will go to Madison West. They're up 9 with 5.5 minutes left.
Here's Eau Claire North with a full court press.
Harshman got a hand on it but couldn't control it.
Almost stole that inbounds pass. Again, up in the full court press.
They send Dahmen deep. They inbound to McDaniel. Here's Compton to Dahmen. Back to Compton. Pull up. Yes.
When you mark down the big baskets, that was a big basket.
11 points for Alex Compton.
They broke the pressure defense, came down and scored.
And he gets so high on the jump shot and still puts it right in the middle.
McDaniel fronting Schweckel inside. You can see a pretty good battle going on in there.
They look inside for Schweckel again, but McDaniel got a hand on it to Mosier. 12 turnovers on the North Huskies. Compton hounded by White. Compton fouled by White. First personal on Tony White. 4th team foul on Eau Claire North.
And that's a good battle out there, one-on-one, Compton and White.
Quick.
And quick.
Yeah, quick, be quick.
2, 3, 4.
Inbound to Doyle. 39-28, Madison West. 4:38 remaining. Dahmen still has it to Compton. Now to Mosier. West doesn't mind running a little time off the clock.
Well, they have a 11-point lead, and time is in their favor. 11 points, 4:14 to go.
Dahmen, lane, sees Schweckel, decides not to shoot it. And that's another foul as Compton goes hard to the deck. Nate Sherman, number 24.
And he very graciously helped him up.
That is the second foul on Sherman, the 4th team foul on the North Huskies, so no free throws yet. West, however, their next foul will put North in the bonus. Inbound to Compton. Can't give him that. Well, missed it. And they call Adem McDaniel inside on a foul.
And just as you called it, the next foul will put North in the bonus.
That's the 3rd foul on Adem McDaniel. So we go to the other line to shoot free throws. So now Adams with 4 fouls, McDaniel with 3. Doyle also with 3 fouls for Madison West.
And Jay, tonight we've seen 4 excellent teams play here at the Fieldhouse, and defense has really been the key. So when you talk about good basketball, championship basketball, state tournament basketball, the good teams play defense.
Really a great field in Division I this year. Just a lot of very talented teams. And whoever moves to the final tomorrow night, it should be a great one. Schweckel with a free throw. No, he's missed 3 in a row. McDaniel rebounds for the Regents.
He'd made 8 in a row, and then when he missed that one that rolled off the rim, I think it shook his confidence a little bit.
They're going to get Sherman again with a foul. That'll be his 3rd. Only the 5th team foul in Eau Claire North. So again, West will inbound. Now 3:55 remaining. Thompson and White again, and a foul on White. Got a piece of the arm. That's his second. Team's 6th foul. So again, no free throws. But before anything happens, we're going to have a timeout with 3:51 left. We'll return to the UW Fieldhouse after these messages. Wait, hold on. No timeout, they're saying.
No timeout.
No timeout. Official Bob Coy is going to both benches and saying there's no timeout. So let's not break just yet, shall we? So we reset. 39-28. Not much scoring in the 4th quarter so far. But North is going to have to start scoring pretty soon. Doyle in the corner. Back out to Dahmen. The Regents running some clock. Hoping something opens up for an easy basket perhaps. Compton to McDaniel. Overlays. McDaniel though block. Schweckel. Mosier with a rebound. Boy, Schweckel made a great play, but he blocked it right to Alec Mosier, who converted. And the West lead is back to 13, their biggest lead of the game. We'll return to the UW Fieldhouse after these messages from our statewide sponsors, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and Cenex Land O'Lakes. This is your WIAA network station.
Carrie Jacobson, she's fit and she's gorgeous. Drinks milk every day, every day. She says milk helps her look good. I say milk helps her look really good, really good. She says milk helps with shiny hair, beautiful teeth, and great skin, and a healthy body. Definitely healthy. Nice, trim, very nice. She drinks milk. She takes care of herself. She gets a lot of attention, but for me, she gets total attention. Milk, it does the body good.
Sometimes a little friction can create a very positive result. But when it comes to your farm equipment, friction is the last thing you need. What you need is the reliable performance of Cenex brand lubricants. With Cenex engine oils, fluids, and greases, every piece of equipment you own will be a smooth operator. Stop by your local Cenex Orlando Lakes Cooperative today.
Time is starting to become a big factor for Eau Claire North. They can't cut into this lead with 3:14 left now.
Well, Eau Claire North has to push the ball up the court, try to score right away. Trailing 41-28 with 3:14 to go. Time is critical for them.
If you're thinking about three-pointers, Tripler and Sherman are the best bets for Eau Claire North.
And here comes Tripler off a double screen underneath.
Schweckel has it about 15 feet from the basket. Now it's Nate Sherman. Sherman driving, scoop for two.
Tough underhanded layup hanging in the air.
9 points for Nate Sherman.
Compton trapped and makes a nice pass to Mosier.
The lead is 11. And White knocks it away, and he's going to get a layup if Doyle can't catch him. Yes, Tony White.
Just like that, 2 quick baskets, and the excitement comes back.
The lead down to 9. Adams back in for the Regents, and he is fouled right away by White. His third. Well, that's the guy to foul if you're talking about the lineup in for Madison West. Myron Adams, a 52% free throw shooter. The rest of them are awfully good. Gus Doyle, 62. Alec Mosier, 67. Mike Dahmen, 83. Alex Compton, 80%. Now Dahmen comes out of the lineup, and Brian Weber comes in. He's a 70% free throw shooter. So we'll see if Adams can convert.
Adams hits a big free throw.
Well, sometimes you can take those percentages and just toss them. The percentage that really counts is how you hit them in the last couple of minutes of the 4th quarter when you're trying to protect the lead. Big Myron 2 for 2. West just won't let Eau Claire get much closer than 9 points. Tripler with a long 3. I think Doyle might have got a hand on it. Schweckel rebounds, and he's tied up. The possession arrow goes to Madison West. .209 left.
Eau Claire Memorial in a full, or North, Eau Claire North in a full court press, trying to deny that inbounds. And Adams will take the inbounds.
And now Compton has a 2-on-3. He'll pull it up and go over. Schweckel tip. Myron Adams, no. Doyle rebound, no. Foul over the back. Myron Adams. That's 5.
West had 2 or 3 good chances to score right there. The ball just didn't fall.
Compton took it right to Schweckel here. But there's 1 rebound. No. Doyle rebounds. And there's Adams fouling Schweckel. Myron Adams fouls out with 10 points. Got into some early foul trouble and missed quite a bit of time, but he's hoping to play another day. Tomorrow, to be specific. He wants a shot at Milwaukee King if West can hold on to this 11-point lead with 1:57 left. The Regent fans chant, Myron, Myron. The North band's looking for a comeback.
Hoping for a miracle.
Yeah.
At this point, when you're 11 down with 2 minutes to play and you've only scored 32 points, you need help.
It'll have to start at the free throw line where Brian Schweckel shoots the bonus.
And
made the first.
Breaks that string of 3 misses in a row after hitting 8 in a row. He has a nice touch at the line.
He can draw North to within 9.
They need him to make this one and then put the full court pressure back on.
Inbound to Dahman. Takes 1 dribble, gets it to Weber. And a foul. 24, Nate Sherman, I believe. Yep, 24. Sherman's 4th. Will go to the line. And it'll be Brian Weber.
Well, North got the 2 free throws they needed and got the foul right away.
Weber, as we said, a 70% free throw shooter. Came off the bench last night for 5 points. He makes the first. Missed the second. Schweckel rebounds. It's a 10-point lead for West. 1:45 left. Schweckel has it. White to Tripler. Short. Compton has it. It's a big hill to climb for the North Huskies right now with 1.5 minutes left. Mosier. Weber had Doyle wide open, but he threw it away. Still a 10-point lead. Tripler again. No, short. That's a foul, I believe, on Madison West.
Sometimes that second day, when you've played a tough ball game in the first round, that second day, those shots do come up a little short.
Gus Doyle whistled for his 4th foul. Dan Tripler, 1 of 7 from 3-point range thus far tonight. But I don't think he's going to stop putting them up now because North needs a bunch of points. This is Benji Brendan. Some of the fans starting to depart with 1:18 left.
With 3-point shots, it's really never over.
Brendan missed the second. Mosier rebounds. He's fouled immediately by Nate Sherman. And I believe that's 5 on Nate Sherman. Nate Sherman's high school career may come to an end. He's a senior. He fouls out with 9 points tonight. Barring a miracle comeback, that'll be all for that young man, but what a fine career he has had at Eau Claire North High School. Okay, now to the free throw line. It'll be Alec Mosier.
Well, where Madison West is a high-scoring team, they've shown that they can win low-scoring games. They've won 47-45, 48-38, 54-46.
Mosier misses the first. Schweckel rebounds. Here we go with North. Harshman to Tripler, back to Harshman. Three-point attempt, good. They're within 6. And a foul. Harshman.
Just like we said, it's never over. 1 minute and 3 to go. 44-38.
That is Harshman's second foul. Pat Hammond looking for a miracle. Roger Wiebe trying to prevent one.
And Coach Roger Wiebe finding out that they're never easy, are they, Dave?
Well, he remembers very well how it wasn't very easy when he played King last year, and they had a lead late of about 12 points in the fourth quarter and blew it. Here's Gus Doyle.
And he bounced that one in.
It's back to a 7-point advantage. Missed the second. Schweckel rebound. 7-point lead. Under a minute now, fourth quarter. Harshman. It goes over to Tripler. Short. And Gus Doyle has it for West. Foul. Tripler.
Tripler has just come up a little bit short on those attempts.
He's 0 for 6 3-point attempts in the fourth quarter, Dan Tripler.
And it is a factor when you're a little bit tired sometimes in that second day.
Boy, and you want so desperately to hit him. But he's just come up a little bit short. Now, Gus Doyle right back to the free throw line. He's 2 of 4 tonight. That's good. Doyle, the son of Wisconsin's Attorney General Jim Doyle. Alec Mosier, number 41. His dad is Judge Daniel Mosier. And they also have a player named Court Pecor. So the legal Eagles for Madison West. Doyle hits 2. And it's going to be really tough now. 46-38. 47-38. Harshman's 3 is short, and Doyle gets another rebound for Madison West. .4 seconds left. The foul is on Benji Brendan. Yes, now they had the scoreboard at 46-38, but now they've changed it to 47-38 Madison West. And Mike Dahman goes to the line. He is an 83% free throw shooter. The Regent fans can smell the final against Milwaukee King. And it's going to happen. 49-38. Three-pointer. Tripler has it blocked. Alec Mosier. Doyle ahead to Compton. Think he'll jam it? No, he'll give it back to Doyle on the pass. Well,
Compton adding a little showtime.
Now, Roger Wiebe doesn't get excited very often, but he's very angry with this.
I think he'd rather had him make that shot.
He's very concerned about getting back on defense as Tripler finally hits a 3, and there's a timeout. 16.2 left, 49-41. And Roger Wiebe is really talking hard to Alex Compton. Boy, that's something that if you're West, you really don't want that to come back and haunt you. Boy, just when you think it looks like it's going to happen, it's suddenly 49-41. Still a huge mountain to climb for North, but...
Well, a turnover, steal, and a quick three, and another timeout.
Okay, now here's a look at what happened again. Compton was wide open. He could have laid it in.
He looked back to see who was trailing, and he laid it up for him.
And it just came off the backboard a little hot for Doyle to handle. And so instead of really salting it away, it gets a little tighter. Okay, here's a look at timeouts remaining. The one you really look for is Eau Claire North, now down to one timeout. The Huskies also have the possession arrow. So Pat Hammond's crew, they play some defense, or try and make a steal rather, with 16 left, and a quick foul. Dahman goes to the free throw line.
West.
14 seconds left. 49-41, Madison West. Earlier today, Spring Valley and Cassville won in Division 4, on Alaska and Campbellsport in Division 2. Milwaukee King beat Oshkosh North in Division 1. And Madison West hoping to close it out here against Eau Claire North. And that free throw is yet another nail.
And Jay, two good ball clubs playing here tonight. Two defensive-minded teams that put on a good show.
Number 40, and out goes Brian Schweckel. He's only a junior. He'll be back next year. Correct it. He is a senior. So that's it for Brian Schweckel. Here's Mike Dahman. Ten-point lead. They'll inbound to Tripler. They'll try another three and make another three. North with only one timeout left, but they're not going to call it. And it's West and King in the Division I final. Coverage of the 77th annual WIAA Boys State Basketball Championships continues after these messages from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
I work pretty hard for my money, so naturally I'm very careful about where I go to invest it. That's why I use the investment specialists at First Wisconsin. They're pretty sharp. They help me make good investment choices about everything from annuities to mutual funds, and that makes me feel secure, which is important considering who my next patient is.
First Wisconsin. Making money is hard enough. Investing shouldn't be.
Hi, this is Larry and Barry.
Hey, Barry.
And at Lee Marquardt. It's our spring drive.
Spring drive?
We've got one of our best selections of used ever, like an 81 Ford F-150, 1882, an 84 Fiero, 2793, an 87 88 Royale, 5313, an 88 Ford Ranger, 5230, or a 91 Corolla, just $89.95.
Barry, now what are you doing? You said it's our spring drive.
So?
I'll spring, you drive.
Our spring drive is on at Lee Marquardt, Chevrolet, Geo, Toyota, and Mazda.
Tell them Larry and Barry sent you.
There are 3 powerful reasons why New Holland Super Boom loaders do what others can't. You get 30% more forward reach. You turn faster and ride smoother. And New Holland Super Boom holds its own on grades like this. So why get stuck with anything else?
See your local dealer, Baraboo Implement Rice Lake in St. Croix Falls, Badger Sales, Bloomer, and Mondovi Implement Mondovi.
to the field house. The field is now set for Championship Saturday as Madison West beats Eau Claire North. And I think at the start of the tournament, when everybody looked at the brackets in Division I, one of the matchups everyone anticipated was Madison West against Milwaukee King, and that's going to happen.
Well, Jay, I think you heard that comment more than anything else. What if Milwaukee King winds up playing Madison West in the state championship game? And now it's going to happen, and two teams with a lot of talent, probably the most talent in this tournament, and it sets up a great championship ball game.
Right now, Madison West winning head coach Roger Wiebe is with our Jim Sosha.
Thanks a lot, Jay. Roger, we knew that your two teams matched up pretty good on paper, and it was really a pretty even matchup all night long, wasn't it?
Pat does a great job, and he has great kids. And I'll tell you, our kids battled them tooth and nail, and both teams have an awful lot to be proud of.
It's been it's been actually a year and a day since that quarterfinal loss to Milwaukee King last year. I know it hurt a little bit. Now you've got a chance to kind of turn things around. Are you excited about that opportunity?
Oh, yes, but we just play one game at a time, and we were very happy to be able to play against a quality team like Eau Claire. And I have all the respect for Jim Gauze and his team, and we're looking forward to playing them. We obviously won't start doing any preparing until tonight, but I tell you, they have great personnel, and it's just a great honor to play such a good team.
3 games in 3 days. I don't care if you're 16 years old or 36 or 46 years old. That's got to be tough. Your kid's going to get some rest tonight?
Oh, yes, and we have the advantage of sleeping in our own beds, and of course, our kids went to class today.
What do you have to do well tomorrow to beat King in the championship game?
What you saw tonight. We have to play good man-to-man defense, and we have to rebound and block out. Fortunately, they have to do the same to us. You know, when you look at our personnel and their personnel, it's very similar. They have probably less balance in their scoring than we do. But they have 2 real horses inside, and yet Myron and Adem and Gus and Alec, they'll battle in there. Also, when you look at the matchup between Jackson and Alex Compton, that has to be a real thrill for people in the field house tomorrow night.
Congratulations, Roger. We'll see you back here one more time tomorrow.
I hope so.
It's been a great tournament so far, and we're looking forward to more fireworks all day tomorrow. Back to you, Jay.
Roger knows you take nothing for granted, especially that trip to the winning coach interview area. Great balance for Madison West. Before we get to the final scoring statistics individually, a look at the final numbers. Madison West won the rebound battle.
And that was important in the outcome of this ball game, to combine that with their good solid defensive effort. Both teams reflect the defense that was played, 38%, 35% in field goals.
Schweckel leads Eau Claire North with 12. Madison West had 4 players in double figures, and right behind, Alec Mosier with 8. Okay, Championship Saturday on the WIAA State Tournament Network begins at 12 o'clock, high noon, for the Division IV championship game. 2 teams that finish very strong in the 4th quarter, Spring Valley and Cassville. That will be followed immediately by the Division III championship game, Columbus against undefeated St. Croix Falls. Then we'll return at 6:30 with Division II championship action on Alaska against Campbellsport. And that will be followed by the Division I title game between undefeated defending state champion Milwaukee King and Madison West in a rematch of last year's tournament game. Can't wait.
It'll be a big day, Jay. 4 championships, 4 champions crowned.
And we'll be there. We'll be calling the Division I game, West and King. We hope you'll join us tomorrow at noon on the State Tournament Network as the state championships continue. For Eli Krogan, this is Jay Wilson. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you at noon for Championship Saturday.